avoid losing 3 in a row and beat the New Jersey Devils at the Prudential Center by a score of 3-1. And this was a game that really didn't have a whole lot of offense. The Rangers played a really good first period, and then things kind of died down in the second and third. But I don't think Gerard Gallant minds a whole lot, as the last time they played the Devils, it became a bit of a shootout. And that did not go well for the Rangers. Alex Georgiev, you wouldn't know it, doesn't feel that way, but he's actually won 5 straight starts and played pretty well in this game. Wasn't tested a whole lot, but did what he had to do. And the Rangers had a couple of lineup changes that really did help. Ryan Strome returns from injury, scores a goal. And Braden Schneider returned to the lineup, and he had a big impact, as well as other lineup changes having less impact. Dryden Hunt returns to the lineup, and so Schneider took the place of Nemeth, and Strome and Hunt replace Gauthier and Reeves. And so definitely in terms of the available forwards, this is to me what should be the 12 forwards. No Reeves, no Gauthier, no McKegg. Obviously, you hope that Kakko and Rooney come back at some point. I'll believe it when I see it. But and then as far as the last pair of defense, as far as Braun, Nemeth, and Schneider, it's going to be a bit of a rotation. I can't really say for sure. I think tonight probably helps the cause of Braun Schneider. With that being said, I don't know if that necessarily even means next game that we're going to see them together again. I guess if I had to predict, we will. But I think the idea of having a left shot defense on the left side of Nemeth, I think, is probably appealing. But the Rangers in this one really came out strong, and the Rangers really had a lot of chances early, and Nico Dawes was up for the task. He really stopped a lot of pretty good opportunities that the Rangers threw his way. And yet again, and I'm not sure what the stat is, but obviously by the fact the Rangers have a lot of comeback wins, the most in the NHL, the Devils do score first. And the Devils were opportunistic, as Jacob Trouba makes a really bad turnover as he was trying to set up a play quickly, maybe trying to take advantage of a line change. I don't know what he was thinking. And Sharangovich makes the steal, goes in all alone, and beats Georgiev for his 20th goal of the season at 6:56 of the first period. So a little bit demoralizing in the fact the Rangers deserve better. But Trouba, this is now 2-3 games where he has made turnovers that have led to goals. So he needs to pick that up a bit. And the Devils, like I said, make it 1-0. But the real game-changing play, as it turns out, was a big hit by Braden Schneider on Jesper Boquist. Clean hit. And Sharangovich goes in to protect his teammate. And you'll see that a lot, even if the hit is clean. It was a big hit. And Sharangovich tries to fight Schneider, but it did not work out well for him, as Schneider really got the better of him in that fight, gave the Rangers momentum. And not only that, the Rangers got a power play. Instigator on Sharangovich, plus a 10-minute misconduct. So 17 minutes overall in penalty minutes, and he actually did not return. So maybe he got hurt in that fight, but that was it for Sharangovich, who scores that goal, and then he's out. And so the Rangers are able to cash in on that power play, and it's a goal by Ryan Strome, his 16th goal of the season, assisted by Kreider and Panarin. And this was a play where Kreider gets the puck, and Strome is wide open in front, and that's kind of the thing. If you're going to leave someone open, it probably would be Strome, but he buries it, and that ties it up at 1. And then the Rangers go on the power play again, as Pavel Zacha clearly holds Adam Fox, definite penalty, and it is a record-breaking goal for Chris Kreider, his 47th goal of the season, but breaking the record was a 25th goal on the power play, which is the most in a Rangers regular season, breaking the record previous held by Jaromir Jagr. So Kreider continues his magical season. Just a classic Kreider deflection. I'm not really sure how he did it. Panarin put the puck on a stick, and Kreider scores. So Kreider from Panarin and Fox. So that's 2 assists for Panarin. And the Rangers power play the special teams in this game was important as the Rangers get both the goals in the power play, and the opportunities haven't really been there. So even more important when you get them to convert, and they do. Then the game kind of changes after that, where the Rangers don't really have a whole lot of chances for the rest of the game. Neither did the Devils, but the Devils definitely had the better of the play. I would say in the second and the third, and score has a lot to do with that. I think if the Rangers are not leading and the Rangers are either tied or trailing, it probably would have been a different flow. But and let's also keep in mind no Jack Hughes, which is obviously a big loss to the Devils. So the Rangers, this is a game that they should have won and did win. But we go to the second period, and the Rangers actually only had one shot on goal the entire period. There was not a whole lot of action, whereas in the first, Rangers had 13 shots and way more opportunities. And the Rangers did take a penalty in the second. Andrew Kopp, as much as I've liked Andrew Kopp, he definitely has been taking some needless penalties. This was a tripping call, and it was the right call, but the Rangers penalty kill was fantastic. In only 2 chances for the Devils, but the Devils had no shots in either opportunity. So the Rangers keep that 2-1 lead. Georgiev doing a good job. And so we go to the third, and the Rangers get that key goal to give him a 2-goal lead, and it's the first goal of his Ranger career, Justin Braun, his 6th goal in the season, including his time with the Flyers, assisted by Braden Schneider and Andrew Kopp at 3:55 of the third. So the Rangers take a 3-1 lead. Good to see Braun get that first goal, and after getting that goal, one would think that he will stay in the lineup against Pittsburgh, as well as Braden Schneider's really good game all around. So, in going back to that, you'll probably see them against Pittsburgh, even though there is some risk there with, them both being on the right side. They kind of switched. Braun was more on the left, but we did see Schneider there too earlier. So the Rangers take a 3-1 lead, and the Devils start to pick up the pace. Down 2, and it leads to Adam Fox taking a hooking penalty at 11:35. But the Rangers do a great job on the kill. In fact, they even had a chance. They had more chances. Honestly, I would say the Rangers on both penalty kills had more chances themselves than the Devils did. And then at the end, Devils pull the goalie, and they also take a penalty. Tatar trips Vetrano, and all it does is just hurt the Rangers' perfect power play as it goes down as 2 for 3. There was only 50 seconds left, and so the Rangers win it 3-1. Wasn't necessarily a pretty game, but it wasn't. It certainly wasn't sloppy. They kind of did what they had to do. Like I said, I don't think Gallant would be too disappointed in this style of game. I think the games where you win 5-4 or something along those lines, those might be a little bit more upsetting for a coach. This one, they limited the opportunities for the Devils, and I think you live with that. So the Rangers win this, and now taking a look at the standings, the Rangers at this point are basically now in between Carolina and Pittsburgh, and that's probably just about the first time that we could say that in a long, long time, as the Rangers are now 2 points behind Carolina. Carolina does have a game in hand, and the Rangers are 4 points ahead of Pittsburgh with the same amount of games played. And the Rangers will play Pittsburgh next in what is a pivotal sort of swing game. Let's just say this game ends in regulation. Rangers can go up 6 points, but if they lose, it's back down 2 with 10 games to go. So a pretty big game. And as far as Carolina is concerned, I still don't think the Rangers will catch Carolina, but they certainly can. I think we've reached the point where just mathematically and the way that the schedule looks, the Rangers do play Carolina 2 more times at the Garden. So if you somehow win both of those games, then the Rangers have every reason to believe that they might win the division. Now, will that be a good thing for them? That remains to be seen, because Pittsburgh could be a more favorable first-round matchup than if, let's say, you jump into that number 1 spot and have to play someone from the Atlantic Division. So that might be a debate for another day. But this was an uneventful but solid Ranger win against the rival Devils. And after that embarrassing loss recently at the Rock, it was good to see the Rangers finish off that season series and beat the Devils as they should. And so now we will get another Ranger-Penguin rematch with a Penguin team that will be coming in very hungry. They've come up a couple of tough losses to Colorado. Obviously, they had a couple of tough losses to the Rangers, so I would expect Pittsburgh's best. And so if the Rangers can win that again, that'd be awfully impressive, and I'm very curious to see how they do. And hopefully, Igor Shesterkin can kind of gain some traction in what will be a very important game at MSG versus Pittsburgh.